Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Hopefully I got audio now. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes that happens. Don't know why I didn't have audio. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. You should hear me now, right? You hear me? Let me know if you guys hear me now. Let me know if you hear me okay. If you can hear me good. Perfect. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I got this board. It's just too many buttons, and sometimes it happens. Can you hear now, Mr. Fobbs? Can you guys hear? Let me know if you can hear. You guys can hear me okay? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you guys can. I don't know what happened to my audio. Let me see what happened to my audio. Don't even know what happened to my audio, but hey, it should be back now. You guys can hear me good. Let me make sure you can. Okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. So tonight, appreciate you guys coming on. Sorry about that. For those, if you can't hear me on YouTube, also can't hear on the YouTube feed, you guys should be able to hear me unless something weird is going on. Larry says he can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me good. Okay. Someone else can verify they can hear me on YouTube. Good. Cool. All right. So you might need to pump up your volume on the YouTube, Mr. Fobbs. So tonight we're going to do something pretty cool. And have you guys really ever seen or heard about anyone in our group? And we do this thing called the Silver Wall. It's awesome. I think you should just come just to see it. So basically, I'm going to tell you what it represents. The Silver Wall represents something a lot deeper than money. It actually represents individuals who have taken their cash money, which loses purchasing power, which we're going to face inflation, and they have converted it into an asset that actually, number one, stores value immediately and then increases in value without you having to do anything. And again, it protects against inflation and everything else. So tonight, we're going to be showing you guys what our silver wall is. We're going to show you how individuals who are able to build this silver wall, and we do it really, it's something that's done in about, maybe it takes us about 60 seconds to build it. So it's a silver wall. You've never seen it before. It's really cool. You should come out tonight. And then tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to teach you about money, because most of you guys don't know this, that every day that you have this cash and it's not working for you, then that cash that you have loses value. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that this loses value all the time? The more money is printed, the more stimulus checks are being sent out, the less this can buy, right? And so prices are not going up. It's just the cost. I'm sorry, it's just the amount of money that the amount of things that this can buy is not as much, right? Because of inflation. So what we do is we literally have an opportunity that shows you how to turn this into, let me pull it out here. Bear with me 1 second. Turn this into something like this, which has a lot of value. Has a couple of ways, couple of things of value, right? Or to turn this into, what else we have? Other pieces. Or to turn it into something like this, which has a lot of value. So if you guys are wondering what these things are that I'm showing you, these are what's called numismatic coins, gold or silver. This is kind of what's been used for the last 5,000 years as purchasing, as a way to purchase. This has only been used since 1971. Did anybody know that? Did you guys know that we've only been using this since 1971, right? And that's why we are in a national debt, right? But we've been using gold and silver to purchase for like the last 5,000 years. And so what we're going to do tonight is, if you have family members, if you have children, we're going to show you how to make sure that your children have financial tangibility going forward. Because I've seen, I'm in the funeral home business as well. I see a lot of people who pass away and they leave their family nothing, like nothing. I mean, they don't have any insurance, or the insurance money is not enough. And, if you're collecting things that are more valuable in the future than they are now, then you could get something that maybe costs, like getting something that costs $20 now, but then maybe worth $5,000 in the future. So that's kind of an example I'm using. So this loses value. So if I were to hold on to this $20 bill, let me just do an exercise for you. We're going to show you how this works. I have this in one hand. I have this in another. Let's say 20 years go by and I got this in one hand, this in another. 20 years go by. This is going to be worth this is going to be able to buy way less than it can buy now. 20 years go by. This will probably be worth maybe 6 times as much as it is now. So the amount of money or the amount of value that this has increases over time. The amount of value that this has decreases over time. That's why, when people say, oh, you should save money, if you're putting money in the bank, what happens is that money that you put in the bank doesn't buy, much in the future. So what you want to do is you want to learn how to put some of your money into what's called tangible assets. And again, it's called what we like to call it sound money, which has intrinsic value, right? Because this is nothing more than a claim check. So we'll show you a lot about this if you come to our presentation tonight. It's tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the Pacific time, then that's about 6 o'clock. And again, if you're on which is Mountain Time or whatever, the time. So Eastern Standard Time, you can break it down. And generally, and I think let me see, Ritual is right. So we're going to show you exactly how to protect your assets, how to protect your money, because let me tell you what's happening. A lot of folks who are wealthy, they're literally laughing at a lot of us now, because the education that we shared to tonight is not shared in schools, is not taught in schools. You really don't learn it, right? So what we're doing is we're bringing you to a small education process to kind of show you what has happened to money, and we show you some real deal Holyfield stuff, right? We show you some stuff that has been happening right before your eyes, things that you might have felt that you didn't understand. We actually show it. So let me just kind of bring in some people that are commenting. Richard says inflation devalues the dollar. So yep. So tonight we have there's a link either below or above this Facebook that you can actually come in and check us out. Let me see if I have it on a banner, and I'll give you the website you can go to here. There's a few of them. So if someone has directed you to this live and it's not me, and someone has directed you to this live and they're part of our group, then you can visit stackmoneyfast.com and you can actually go and you can see our presentation. Well, our partytation tonight. It's called a partytation because we don't do presentations. It's a complete party. You got to see it for yourself. It's absolutely phenomenal. And we generally give away free stuff. We've been giving away free gold, well, free silver lately, but we're going to find something else to give away because it may be a vacation. It may be something that you really value. But we're going to give away something to qualified individuals. Also, if I invited you, you can visit biglaunch.now.site. Again, biglaunch.now.site. Let me get that backslash. You don't have to hit the backslash home. Biglaunch.now.site. And remember, stay to the end because I want you to see what a silver wall is. We all participate, and it's like Voltron. We come together and we form this wall of silver just to commemorate that, hey, listen, we are aware of what true sound wealth is, and we know wealth is not this, right? A lot of rich people don't have a bunch of this. They have invested in something. All right, so let me see. And Kenya says it's factual. Assets is the key now. Exactly. So you have to have tangible assets, right? You have to have something that you can touch. That is a tradable commodity, right? Because if the economy goes south and this is no good, or basically if let's say money loses value, what do you think the first place the government is going to go? Right? The government has some really slick SOBs, right? The first place that they're going to go is they're going to go into retirements, savings, and insurance, and they're going to lend that money out, or they're going to disperse that money, amongst the rich or amongst themselves. So that is your money, your retirement, your savings. So you got to have something that is untouchable, something like this. So I'm going to pull up the comments here. Actual facts. Yep, she's right. I'm located in Richmond, Virginia. That's why cryptos make sense. Yep, crypto does make a lot of sense. So crypto is another thing that we invest in. Crypto is digital currency, which if you look at crypto compared to the dollar, that's why it's rising so fast. But other than crypto, basically I kind of diversify my assets. I have land, I have crypto, and I have tangible assets such as this. Now, one thing I like about this is the best thing I like about this is people can touch it. It doesn't take a genius to do this. So sometimes people are, they're not, they may not understand the crypto wallets, especially your older folks, and people may have some money and they want to make their money make money, and they may not understand how to get a wallet or things of that nature. So just getting these, and again, let me tell you the thing about this. You have spot price of gold, you have spot price of silver. So you have what's called your spot prices. And when you have your spot prices, which is really cool, when you do have spot prices, generally what tends to happen is you buy gold and silver bullion, they're subject to spot price. But when you have collectibles, for instance, this is a Black Panther coin, I've shown this a couple of times, it's a Black Panther coin. So the actor Chadwick Boseman has passed away. So generally when you have numismatic coins, which numismatic coins are, there's only a certain amount of them printed. For instance, there's some coins where there's only 500 made, and there's even coins that have sold for $10 million. Again, the value of these basically can just really fluctuate extremely high. And so again, if a person is a collector and they say, my goodness, there's only 50,000 is made, I can't get any more. And these are all of the coins that we have here are made by either the US Mint or the mint of the particular country they're printed in. So again, these do have face value, but again, they're gonna be minted. They're gonna have a mint number. They're gonna have things that you can verify with, and you can find out the real value of them. So I love dealing into minted, rare mintage coins, which this opportunity shows you how to do it. Plus, there are most people who participate in coins. You may go on eBay or you may go somewhere else, and you can't trust the validity of what you got, right? So you want to have something that has a A+ Better Business Bureau, and so that's what our opportunity has. This company has been around since 2016. They have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, no complaints. Why? Because they're authentic and they're official. And we're going to show you not only how to get this to leave for your kids, and then now we're going to show you something else that's really cool too. We're going to show you groups that will literally, and I had this happen. You'll see this tonight. We literally had a guy that was in bankruptcy, right? And so when you're in bankruptcy, obviously, he has his crypto, but he needed to liquidate this really fast. So he bought a rare series coin. I think he paid about, it's a series. He paid about $600 for it. And you'll see tonight, he was able to liquidate that for $4,000 in instant money. And so we have groups where people are looking to get these. And we have also groups to where you can actually get, expensive rare coins for $10, $20. And it's a special way to do it. And again, you have to be a part of our team to do this. And again, these are coins that literally sell for thousands of dollars, but there's a specific way that we show you how to get them for pennies on a dollar. Plus, you may want to have some that you want to hold on for your kids too. So again, these are fun to collect. I mean, it's competitive, it's fun. You literally lock in your value. And if we go to an economy to where the dollar loses so much value and it becomes like Venezuela, then you're going to have a tradable commodity, right? And in order to have a tradable commodity means that, and I'm not saying it's going to be doomsday, but a tradable commodity means that, okay, if the governments take over the internet, if they shut down the internet, if everything goes kind of third world, zombies come out, not saying that they would, but people who have tradable commodities like gold and silver, you can actually exchange and trade things for. These will maintain value. If you go to the jungle with no Wi-Fi, no internet, and just let's say you're in the jungle, they cannot do anything with this in the jungle. In the jungle, this means nothing. It really is if you go to Europe, this really means nothing because the pound is worth more than $1 anyway. But again, you go to a jungle, this means nothing. You can't trade this for anything. Well, what are they going to do with money in the jungle? Nothing. Can't buy anything, right? Can't trade it. This is not universal. This is only good here in the U.S., right? Or maybe in a few other countries. If I go to the jungle and I have this, gold and silver are globally recognized as money, right? And they have value. So I could, if you look at the movie John Wick, love that movie. John Wick doesn't use cash. He uses gold, which is cool to pay for stuff, right? So I can give this to a person, or I can exchange this for a person for some type of labor, right? So let me see. Says that's why cryptos make sense. And Larry says, can you trust your local pawn shop? Actually, I would never pawn these ever. Because going to a pawn shop, the pawn shop's job is to buy something from you to make a profit. Now, I wouldn't go to a pawn shop to sell. Only time you should ever go to a pawn shop is number one, if you're buying something, or number two, if you're so desperate to get any type of money, the pawn shop is going to give you the worst, lowest value in the world. Right. And then again, I wouldn't sell anything to a pawn shop or, anything of that nature. We have special groups of collectors that are looking for things like these that we sell to. So never sell to a pawn. Piece of advice: never, ever, ever sell to a pawn shop unless you're just looking to get half or 10% of what you paid for your item. Now, pawn shops you really can't trust either because you have to have some way to authenticate what you buy. So if you're buying gold and silver, you need a way to authenticate it. You need a way to validate it. So I don't buy anything that is not. Let's see. I don't buy anything that's not graded. All of our coins are graded. When I mean graded, look at this. There's a grading on this coin. You see where it says MS70? This is an official graded coin. You can actually go to NGC, which is National Guarantee Corporation, and you can see the grading on this. So you want to have graded coins. You want to have graded coins that have been professionally graded and that are insured by a large organization. So if I don't buy anything that's not graded at all. So I hate to buy anything that's ungraded. So what's up, Cuzzo? Can't wait to get back to Hawks when I get there. What's happening? Yeah, come on through, man. But yeah, so tonight, what I wanted to do is we're going to have our silver wall up tonight. I want you to see what that looks like. And then I want you to learn a little bit about money. Again, just bring your curiosity because it's going to be really, really fun. We're going to show you how we are taking the money that we already have and turning it into more money. Then if you, how many people order pizza? How many people go get gas? How many people go to the movies? How many people go get the oil change? Or how many people stay in hotels? Well, in addition to this, we're going to show you how to do the same things that you're already doing. But the only thing is you're going to be putting money back in your pocket doing things that you do now. So you're doing a lot of things now, like getting gas, you're getting groceries, you're buying computers, you're buying whatever. You're doing these things now, but here's a problem. The problem is you're doing these things and it doesn't put money back in your pocket. So we're going to teach you gold and silver. We're going to teach you, really how to put money back in your pocket by doing everyday things. And then we're going to show you, how, if you want to liquidate your gold and silver, we're going to show you a group full of collectors who are looking for those. I got a drawer full of coins. I could sell them all today for 3 times more than I paid for them. We have access to those private groups. And then we have access to groups to where, we can actually get rare mintage coins. And there's a special way that we do it. And, we have the groups like that as well. Plus, I think everyone should be really intrigued with collectors, becoming numismatics, because numismatics are really just people who follow and study money. And again, having the way that they do these things now, the technology have behind these coins are just phenomenal. And I tell you, people that collect coins, I mean, I've had people who had old coin collections and they found them, and then you turn those coins in, and some of those coins are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? It's almost like baseball cards, except it's a little bit more tangible because you have your gradings and everything, and plus with that, it's just a huge advantage. So definitely, what I want you guys to do is come out tonight, and let me see who left a comment here. Same for me with comics. Yep, there you go. So if you are buying graded comics, check out the coins, because some of these comics, like for instance, there are coins like this is Black Panther's comic book character, but there's Superman coins, there are Thanos coins, and they carry twice the value because of the silver content and the collector's value. And the fact is, like with comics, there's only a certain amount of them made. There's only a certain series of printed, but this is actually minted by the U.S. Again, Congress is involved in the minting of these, right? So there can only be a certain amount of stuff, a certain amount of these officially minted. Now you're going to have some fake ones, but that's where you have the grading at, right? So if you are a collector, we definitely want to show you how we get paid up to $3,600 a week officially just to collect, right? So we'll show you exactly how that works. I mean, that's revealing a lot of cool things that we do behind the scenes. But if you want to see the whole kit and caboodle and see what we're doing, here's what I want you guys to do. It's going to be tonight at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. And repeat, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Then go to this site right here, biglaunch.now.site. It's a little small video. You can watch it, and you'll be asked to register for a Zoom. Show up on the Zoom. Check out our silver wall. I think we're going to give away something tonight, but then also you'll be entertained. It's going to be very, very entertaining tonight. So again, check us out. Come to our Zoom and come to our silver wall showing. I think you'll love it and have a great time. So with that said, folks, all I want to do is pretty much invite you guys out tonight to come and hang out with me. And, let's talk some money. Let's talk about how to give your money more purchasing power, and talk about how to create a future for your kids by giving them tangible value. And, if you show up, there is a possibility we're going to give away something free for qualified individuals. So we're going to show you how we're going to do this. So tonight, we're going to give away something for free. And generally, we've been giving away money, but we're going to change it up a little bit because we've been giving away money for, I don't know how many, probably going on maybe 6 or 7 weeks straight. We've been giving away money. So now we're going to give away something that's a little bit different, maybe a vacation, maybe something, maybe a hotel stay or whatever. So again, for qualified individuals, we're going to be giving that away. And so you definitely want to make sure you attend. So there's a link below on YouTube. You can click that link. You can register. And then there's also a link above on Facebook. So if you're watching from Facebook, click on that link. And then for those of you who are interested in, something really cool, and you want to be around some like-minded individuals who are progressive, who are family orientated, who like to have fun. I mean, just come out and hang out with us. I mean, this is one of my favorite things that I do every Tuesday, every Thursday at 9:00, and we people come and they leave very satisfied. They love what we have going on. And so I definitely want to invite you out because I don't think you should miss it. I think missing it is really depriving yourself of some great fun. Also, the silver wall, you got to see it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just got to see the silver wall for yourself. So that's it, folks. I'm about to be out here. I got to cook some dinner and get myself ready for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I hope I will see you guys there. I would love to see you guys there. And again, if I invited you and you're seeing this for the first time, make sure you give me a shout out on tonight's partytation, and I will definitely acknowledge you. And so with that said, let me make sure I answer all my comments here. Yes, children are allowed. Bring children to the Zoom. Yes, bring your children. I'm going to tell you why. Because your children should be taught about money. They should be taught about real money. Most kids are not, right? What they're teaching them in school is not going to be something that is going to show them the truth about money. The truth about money is never taught. And the reason why it's never taught is because the rich want your kids to not know anything about money because they really want control. So bring your kids. They're going to learn something. They're going to love it, right? Very kid friendly thing. We have kids on there all the time. And the kids are just encouraging the parents like, hey man, we really want to be a part of this. So bring your kids, enjoy it. And we'll see you guys tonight in about 2.5 hours from now, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And again, you can either you can get here two ways. Way number one, stackmoneyfast.com. If someone else invited you, if you're watching my podcast from anywhere, you want to go to biglaunch.now.site. Actually, I've formulated a link. You can either click above or below to get to that link. It's on this somewhere. Let's see. Yes. Nail on the head. The government wants you to be relying on them. That's exactly. So no, we don't want to rely. This is relying on government, folks. He said it. Every time I want to go, it's somebody brings up a point and gets me all hype again. And he just got me hype. So the government doesn't really want you to know anything about this. They want you to rely on this. And folks, if you didn't know, back in 1933, did you know the government outlawed people from having gold and silver? They made them turn it in and they gave them this money. And then they raised the price of gold and silver after people had sold it. So yeah, the government, you want to be able to have something that the government controls as they print this. This is something that, again, is circulated and it has real value, right? And this used to be a certificate. This used to be a certificate and you would turn this into the bank and they would give you gold and silver for it, right? Not anymore. What backs this? Nothing, right? I mean, you have a house and you have a title that shows that, it backs the house if you got to pay it off. I'm sorry, you got a deed. A deed actually represents your house. A title represents your car. And again, this is nothing more than a piece of paper, but it doesn't represent what does it represent? Well, what value is it representing? If it's not representing gold and silver, then what is it representing? Represents labor. So represents debt, really. That's why we're born in debt. All right, folks, don't say anything to get me hyped because I will start all over again. I'm already wound up. I've had 2 cups of coffee, one this morning, one this evening already, and I'm already hyped going into this. So you're absolutely and no, Larry is absolutely right. Notes are just government property. That's all they are. And again, you're on point. This is how we do exactly. The reason why governments don't like and I'll show you this. This is really cool. Let me show you. I'll show you guys this. Let me show you this really quick here. Gotta show you guys this. I'm gonna show you guys this graphic. I think you'll like this. You'll like this graphic. Just hang on with me 1 second. All right, everyone see this graphic, right? This graphic is this. Banks made $6 billion in overdraft fees last year. 1.2 billion at the ATM, 2.5 billion in accounts, 5.7 billion overdraft fees. And they warn you that Bitcoin is used by criminals, but it's our best tool against them. So that's why I say buy land, buy crypto, buy gold and silver. That's what you want to do with your money. You want to, put it in there or invest it into, good insurance policy. You want to do that as well. Anything that allows you to control it without it being manipulated, right? So these are things the government can't manipulate. So again, this is what we teach. This is what we show people. We show people how to rely on themselves, how to rely on real stored value. So that's exactly what we show. And that's why I like to come out here and show everyone, what we're doing, how to secure your kids' future. You don't want to rely. I mean, you know what? If the government's going to give you Social Security, yeah. I mean, but other than that, guys, we pay taxes all our lives. All our lives we pay taxes, right? And how much of that money are we getting back? And that's all the stimulus is. The stimulus is giving you a small portion of the taxes that you've paid your entire life to back, right? So again, you want to have ways that you can actually have some type of value without it being too much tied to the government, because the government is very manipulative. I mean, if you look back in history, history would tell you that, right? So appreciate it, Tanya. So again, folks, come on out tonight, 9 o'clock. We'll see you. I got to cook some dinner, and then yeah, I cook. I love cooking, by the way. If you guys saw, I had opened a restaurant recently. So come on out. See you guys at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have a nice partytation or show for you tonight. So folks, I'll see you there. God bless you. See you tonight.